Hi there, and what's up, Domino community? I'm 22DOMINOES22. I'm also a 23-year-old from Vancouver, BC, not Washington. And also, I'm going to be talking to you about how you can go about inventing your own domino tricks. Let's get right into it. Now, there's a lot when it comes to inventing, but we'll hit a few main points. The first thing is to dream up some wild ideas. Watch some videos for inspiration. For example, you can check out my Domino Tricks playlist featuring clips from different domino builders, each having their own unique tricks or ideas. Also, you can watch best of videos, which will show a mix of builders' favorite clips in a year. Don't be shy to be out there. Think of crazy ideas that may or may not work, like a tilting wall, or a wall that changes color, etc. The second stage is to think of many different ways to make the trick work. Use what you know to build on or combine other tricks and structures. For example, the downfall uses the simple balance principle. Remove one side, and the other flips the balance. You can also be a little creative. In the dower trick, its mechanism ended up being two dominoes tilted in a frame, ready to be pushed further down the tower. Test small. When you start getting a trick that somewhat works, but one part keeps breaking, you can focus on that part of the trick and tweak it until it's more reliable. When working on the Upwall 3.0, part of the trick failed in the wall, so I had to focus on that mechanism for moving up a level, and then went back to the full trick. Next, you want to really make sure that that trick is reliable. Test big, and also test a lot. This lets you make sure that the trick is scalable and has a small fail rate. For example, I tested the Breakaway Tower 2.0 many times, and I also built them tall to make sure it works. As well, the redomino was tricky. It worked about 80% of the time, so I did not really know how reliable it was until I made a few large setups. There, it started failing, and I realized I needed to update it to bring it up to 90%. Also, use simple measurements to make it easy to build, especially when you're testing it over and over again. I always try to use simple fractions of domino dimensions, so you can place dominoes without needing a ruler. Now, dominoes are not perfect. The professional dominoes you can get today tend to not have perfectly flat faces. That is, the largest sides are slightly concave. On top of that, they are not exactly 1x2, so keep that in mind when tricks are meant to be scaled up in a structure or something. Here's a freebie. New tricks can come from accidents. If when you are designing something unexpected happens, you might be able to make it its own thing. When trying to invent the diver, which is a trick to drop a domino onto the top of a wall, the tower I made ended up self-destructing. This was spun off into its own trick, the Breakaway Tower. Finally, my last tip is to record in slow motion. Nowadays, modern smartphones come with really good cameras that you can use to record in slow motion. Or you can download free apps that will slow down those videos for you. This will both help you to understand how and where your trick is failing. And also, it will give you a record in case you come back to the trick and you forget how to set up your latest version. Well, that was a glimpse into the world of inventing. Thanks for watching. Hold on. Wait just a moment. Because I do have a question for the H5 Domino community. And that is, what are your top 2 favorite domino tricks? One that uses only dominoes, and the other one that uses something else. Let us know. Anyways, I'll pass it over to you, Lily.
22DOMINOES22, you are probably the greatest domino trick inventor of this time. So I just wanted to applaud you on the amount of tricks and the creativity and the engineering that goes behind everything that you've done. Fantastic video. I completely agree with all of your points. Testing over and over to make sure a trick is reliable, starting small and then making it bigger once it is, and using domino widths and lengths as measurements, super helpful. And I love how you mentioned that domino tricks can come from accidents, because that's actually how I invented Sonorverse. It was a complete accident. I was like, hey, that actually looks pretty cool. I'm gonna make a trick out of that. And it worked. But yeah, thanks again, 22DOMINOES22, to the H5 Domino community. Leave your answer to the discussion question down below. It is in the pinned comment. And as always, I'm Pevish5, and keep on building.